It is time to take revenge. What? What a weird introduction. Really weird. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here. And we are actually, after much requests from you lovely fans out there of the Magic the Gathering playthrough series, we'll be continuing with Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013 via the Revenge campaign. I also do want to show you guys, I'll go back to the normal campaign. Take a look at all those icons. Those are, in fact, gold. Completed it fully in Planeswalkers, which is the highest difficulty, and that is actually what we will be doing Revenge in as well. We will be playing on Planeswalkers. And also, I've been playing a lot recently with the Goblin deck. And let me hop into Deck Manager real quick just to make sure I'm... Holy heck. Alright, let's go ahead and filter this down just a wee bit, because we are sitting at 72 cards right now, which is way too many. So I've been playing a lot with the Goblin deck right now, and basically I was just banging out game after game. But as you can see, that I went a few games just continuously rolling through it without filtering out the deck, so that's something that I'm going to want to do now. The Goblin deck is awesome, and I'm going to continue to play with it. There's definitely some stuff here that I need to figure out, though. I don't think we really need these, so we're going to drop those down as well. And let's see what else. There's actually a lot of pretty expensive cards in this deck, and I don't know that I need all of them. That's really good. This is rubbish. It's good, but I just don't. I'm all set without it. Relentless Assault is pretty amazing. These are all really good as well. I think I'm gonna remove the dragon though. Rage Reflection is also a bit too expensive. I'm gonna get rid of him. This card's really good. We're down to 63, so let's call out 3 more cards. Let me think here. Yeah, get rid of him. Why does it say, oh, because it drops the mana as well with it. I see. So you're gonna notice here, let me throw him back in. Brings it up to 63, even though it's 1 card, because it's replacing mana as well. I think 61 is a pretty good number. I think we're gonna stick with that. So let's go ahead and save this. See, I think I went about 3 games without switching out any cards. I completely forgot that they're throwing mana in there as well. All right, so we're gonna play some more of the Goblin deck, and here we go, guys. Revenge campaign, Planeswalkers difficulty. I play first, a Raging Goblin in hand, as well as this guy. Let me show you him, guys. I can reveal this card if it's in my opening hand, which it will be, and this puts a 1/1 Goblin with haste into the battlefield. Then also it's got a ridiculous casting cost, but it's pretty cool because when it comes into play I get X 1/1 Goblins, and where X is the number of creatures I control. Thing is, chances are I won't play this game, but just pretend like it's another Raging Goblin, which I have here. It's a 1/1 Goblin with haste. That token's gonna come straight into play. We're gonna keep this hand because we're gonna be hitting 2 on the first turn. So it's revealed, it does it by default. He's revealed, and we're gonna be swinging here with these 2 right away because they both have haste. How hilarious is that? First turn, 2 damage, bam. Goblin deck is so strong. It's crazy, guys, crazy. It's absolutely nuts, I tell ya. We'll see though, you know, I just said that, but watch, I'm gonna get like smashed into the ground this game or something. We'll see what Talrand's got going on. First turn, plays this. Looks at the top 2 cards of his library, puts 1 of them into his hand. Also, I got rid of the attack, displaying the damage. I can show you that here. I shut off combat animations. So we're no longer going to see the combat animations between the cards. Let me know what you guys think about that. The reason I actually kept it in the first place is because I thought it was cool for the viewer, which I think it still is, but I don't know. Oh, I just hit my microphone. Sorry for that noise. All right, we're gonna start off by swinging for 2, and we'll go ahead and play him. Second main phase. So I should show you the cards that I have too. I'm sorry I haven't done this already. Reckless 1, star, power and toughness equal to the number of goblins that I have in play. It also has haste. Actually, it's the number of goblins on the battlefield. So if there's 2 goblin decks, it can get pretty crazy. This guy already explained how he works to you. He's kind of cool. Definitely cool to have in your first hand. We also have this right here, which I'm going to play right now. 2 1/1 Goblin tokens into play. So next turn we'll be hitting for 4, barring Talrand plays anything. And then lastly, I've got this right here, a Goblin Offensive. 1 colorless, 2 red, and then X. When I pay X, that's the number of Goblin tokens I'll get in play. So Goblin Red deck wins is actually not what this is. Goblin deck wins, that's what I'll call it. Jokes, it's funny. All right, let's see what he plays right now. Plays another sleight of hand, which is what he played prior. So you're gonna notice the damage that he's taken. They haven't been doing those attack animations, and I actually think that's okay. We're gonna get him in play. I'm gonna wait though. So he's awesome, 2/2. I can tap one, sack him to deal 2 damage to a creature or player. That's a really, really nice function there for him. We're gonna do this after the attack phase though. And I'm a little concerned right now. I need 1 more mana to be able to play my Reckless one next turn. So really hoping that I'll be drawing into a mana soon. He's gonna take the 4, brings him down to 12. I'm gonna try to play this. Should go through unless he's got, I don't know what he could have. There's a counter spell that's 1 blue and it counter unless someone pays like 1 or something. Force Spike? I forgot what it's called. It's been so long since I played this game really heavily. All right, so he plays that. That's fine. 0/2 wall, defender flying, prevents all combat damage that would be dealt to him. I could still ping him off with this at any point. Wouldn't want to do it now though. That's something I'm gonna wait for, of course. I didn't draw into a land, which is really frustrating. I did draw him though. This is an awesome card. 3 colors and a red. It's a 2/2 haste. When it comes into play, I reveal the top 4 cards in my library. All Goblin cards that I reveal go in my hand. The rest go in the bottom of my library. Pretty cool there. All right, so we're gonna be attacking here. He will, of course, likely block my 2/2 with his wall, and that's fine. Again, I don't have to do this right now. That's something I can wait for. 4 will go through, which brings Talrand down to 8. And then Talrand, what are you gonna do this turn? All right, playing this. It's 3/1 flying, but it can only block creatures with flying, so he can't block what I'm throwing at him next turn. Except for with this wall guy. And we picked up this, which is pretty much gonna be the win here. Yeah, it should be pretty close. It should be the win. Yeah, this will be the win, there's no question, I'm sorry. 2/2 haste, other goblins I control get +1/+1 and half haste. This is why the Goblin deck is so good in this game. It's just unbelievable, especially once you start filtering through and setting yourself up with the proper cards. There's just some cards that they try to give you in this deck that aren't really all that, you know. He's gonna be taking 8 exactly. And there's the win. Clearly now, I'm going to be playing another game because that was ridiculous. That was just too easy. Picked up Smelt, destroy target artifact. That's something that would go in the sideboard. I would never want to main deck that. However, any decks that I play that have some really good artifacts, we would throw those in. So let's go back to the campaign ladder. All right, so here we are back at the campaign ladder. Next up is Garruk. And just for the sake of doing something different, I'm not going to play the Goblin deck again. I don't even necessarily know that the Goblin deck would roll Garruk or anything like that, but still. Let's try something different, huh? And I'm probably going to have to filter these out. I could try the White Weenie deck. Could try the Mill deck just because I like it, even though it's really not the greatest thing. Let's hop in a deck manager again real quick, though. Sitting at 61 cards. I haven't unlocked anything with this? Oh, is this not the Mill deck? Yes, it is, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Mill. How have I know? I thought I've been playing this. I thought I've played this deck already. Maybe not. I don't know, I'm confused. I am pretty sure that wow, that's weird. All right, well, we're gonna play this deck. Just because I want to give it a shot, see how it's gonna do against what we're up against right now. All right, let's go ahead, do it. Some more stuff here. We've already seen this though, so whatever. Feel free to pause and read these things. I love telling you guys to do that. Why am I gonna read through 4 paragraphs here? This is a video about watching Magic the Gathering and having me talk to you guys about what I'm doing. Not really the greatest hand, just too much mana. We're gonna draw a new one. Not terrible. That's just amazing to have, honestly, open up, and having a counterspell is pretty solid too. Let's go ahead and keep this hand, guys, shall we? Garruk, time to get this underway. You got anything first turn, buddy? It's a negatory. Now we have 2 of these. We just drew into one. It's a 1/1 flying, and gets +4/+4 as long as the opponent has 10 or more graveyards cards in his graveyard. Now this entire deck is focused around trying to get cards in his graveyard so that he runs out of cards and then he loses the game. And I call it milling, and a lot of people might be confused by that. It comes, that term for these type of decks is from, you know, at least from my circle of players when I was a kid, because Millstone was one of the keystones in the car, and was one of the keystones in the deck. And Millstone is an artifact that lets you, I think it was tap 2 mana, tap it, and target opponent puts 2 cards from the top of their library into their graveyard. And the deck was focused around that and other cards that added to that. Obviously, in this deck, that Millstone doesn't exist, but there are cards that still, you know, get the job done. Still get cards in his graveyard, so that's why I call it a mill deck, if that's confused any of you in the past. Hopefully that explanation is a little bit better. So we have Jace's in Eraser here, and whenever I draw a card, I get to have an opponent put the top card of his library in his graveyard, and this even works during my draw step, so every turn he gets milled 1. Plus add to that anytime I draw a card through, like, you know, any of the abilities that I have in my deck as well. And having the counter spell is really awesome too. I'm just concerned, my concern with Garruk here is that he's got just some beefy ass creatures. I mean, he's already got a 3/2 in play, you know what I mean? That's just scary right off the bat. Now am I gonna chump block here? Am I gonna sack this? Not really, he's got trample. I think I might just attack. I'm gonna take 3 next turn. I'm gonna start hurting really fast, so I'm gonna need to figure something out here. I'm a bit concerned that this deck is just way too slow to be able to defeat Garruk here. That's my major concern right now. Garruk is obviously going to get another creature in play. He's hitting me for 3 right now, so I'm down to 17. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I do not know about this. And he plays a Primordial Hydra. It's the creature that doubles every turn. Yeah. So it starts off a 1/1, becomes a 2/2, 4/4. Yeah, it gets pretty annoying pretty fast. So I'm super concerned now, to be honest. I am super concerned. That's an instance, we can hold off on that. I can throw him into play. I almost want to wait on these guys until they become 5/5s, but I don't even know that I can buy myself that much time. That's in his graveyard. I should hold on to a counterspell, I think. Should I just wait to play him? I think I might wait to play him. I'm gonna hold on to a counter spell, so that next turn I can counter spell and Visions of Beyond. Yeah, I'm just gonna hold off on him for now. Skip attack too. Yeah, so I don't know this game, guys. I do not know. I'm not sure how this is going to fare. The Jace deck, like I said, is just so slow. Oh, okay, we're countering that. Look at what that is. Whenever attacks, +1/+1 counter on each attacking creature. There's no way I can let that go through. I'm also gonna draw a card, force him to mill. 1, drew me into, oh my gosh, I can't play it for 2 more turns, but look at that. Mind control, I control enchanted creature. Yes, I will get the Hydra. Thank you very much. I'm gonna keep him alive for another turn. How many cards does he have in his deck? It's not even close to 10. Skip blocking. I'm just gonna take the 5 here. God, I can't wait till I can play this. 2 more turns. 2 more turns here. Okay, you let me go to my main phase, please? What is this game doing? Thank you. All right, now I can play this. Beginning of each player's upkeep, they draw 2 additional cards, which is going to mill him pretty fast as well. Because during my upkeep, you guys get it. And next turn, I can drop down the mind control. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to throw him into play. So each player's draw step, they draw 2 additional cards. So that means we're drawing 3 cards a turn instead of just 1. All right, now I'm at 12, so what I'm doing this time is I'm saving it for blocking, to block the Hydra, because he is going to be a 4/4. Then next turn, I'm going to mind control him. What I'm concerned right now is what is he going to throw and play this turn? What is this thing? Just a 4/4. Ugh. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. He is obviously going to kill that. What? No? Oh, boy. Okay. I'm surprised he killed this. I mean, it means that I'm not drawing as many cards, but still. I'm a bit surprised. We're going to block his 4/4. Gonna take the 3, which puts me down to 9. Next turn, I get mind control. I'm gonna take the Hydra. I still don't know that this is enough, though. He's hitting me for 7. And he could, if he has a giant growth, he could just win the game right here. Let's see. This deck is too slow to beat Garruk. What is this? Target creature you control fights another creature. Is he gonna just trade blows right here? No, he decided not to. Plays a 4/5. I lose the game right here. I don't think there's anything I can do this turn. Nothing. Wow. All right, so he's gonna attack. And I can't block all the damage, so that's a lose. Yeah, I can't block all the damage. Does he have 10 cards? Is this gonna be a 5/5? No. God, not even close. Well, that's a loss here. I can't block all the damage. He's going to get enough throw. It's really too bad. Plays this guy, 4/4 Vigilance Reach, whatever. Oh, really, really too bad there. Jace's deck just too slow. Wasn't able to pull it out. I'm at 2 life. I can block whatever, one of the 4s. And regardless, all that stuff goes through. So, that is that. I guess I'll just take the loss here and try another deck. I just don't think that that's going to cut it against this guy's deck. I don't, yeah. All right, so we will try something else, I guess. Jace, why is your deck so slow, Jace? Maybe I'm going to try Chandra. Kind of like Chandra's deck. Sitting at 63 cards. So Chandra's deck is focused on a lot of burn. I also have got flying creatures. A few phoenixes in the deck. 63 isn't that bad. But is this gonna do anything for me in this deck? Not really. Against this deck? Not really. Let's remove that one. Alright, I'm gonna try this one. Now this isn't the Goblin deck. This is different. This is Chandra's deck. Lots of damage in this deck. Lots of direct damage to both player and creature, and then focuses on trying to beat him down with flying creatures. Meh. Not a huge fan of that hand. This one's a little bit better. Let's keep it. Garruk gets to play first, which is not great for me. Let me show you my hand. 1/1 haste, I can pump it up. Also got him. If a red instant sorcerer spell would deal damage, it deals double damage instead. That is amazing. All my red spells cost 1 colorless less. Earthquake. Look at that. X damage each creature without flying and each player. And then lastly, Flames of the Firebrand. 3 damage divided how I choose among players and creatures. And then I just drew into... Oops. I just drew into this right here, which is awesome. 4 damage to target creature. I think this deck could have a pretty good chance against Garruk. Let's find out, my friends, shall we? Garruk. What's your game plan? Turn 2, you gonna play that stupid elk? No, thank you. Means I'm able to get some damage through here with my Pyre Charger. which we will do. All right, so I do have flying, I promise you. There's just nothing in my hand right now, but a lot of my deck's focus is getting flying damage through, massive damage to ground creatures, damage across the board. Having Ruby Medallion is pretty solid right now because I am so low on lands, so I'm a huge fan that I have Ruby Medallion. What is he gonna play right now, though? That's the question. All right, so I didn't draw into anything, which is very unfortunate, but I can just throw down the Ruby Medallion for now, which is going to help. I picked up the Fiery Hellhound. It's also got the ability to pump up, but it's a 2/2 as opposed to this guy just being a 1/1. Now, I would think sometimes, you know, why not attack and then pump up so I can do 3 damage instead of playing the Ruby Medallion? Because I'm so mana screwed, I have to get him in play. Before that, though, we are going to just attack first. We will attack first. Swing through to Garruk, second main phase. I just wanted to see if he's going to do anything. Second main phase, Ruby Medallion. And so next turn I can play, you know, I can play this, I can play that. And it'll be even better if I draw into some mana here. Let's have Chandra's Fury, 4 damage to target player and 1 damage to each creature that player controls. All right, he plays the 3/2. It was just a matter of time until that guy came into play. So a few things I can do about it. What I will choose to do, though, is this route right here. I think I'm going to go with the Flames, do the 3 damage, 2 to him, 2 to the creature, 1 to the player. Could also play a Hellhound, but I think it's more important just to get rid of that guy for now. So we're going to do that. 2 to the creature. Last 1 to the player. Then we swing for 1. Bringing him down to 16 now. So the damage that I have in this deck is really beneficial considering all the big beefy creatures he has. So that is a 4/2. Now notice the big benefit though is that, you know, he's got that ability to pump up other creatures with him. Now finally, man, it's about time. All right, now I could just attack, see if he blocks, pump him up 1 to kill him. I don't think he would block though. Could also just do 4 damage by pumping him up completely. In terms of what I can play, sure I can Flame Slash, but I kind of want to save that. I kind of want to save that for one of his creatures with 4 toughness, because this does 4 damage to your creature. Chandra's Fury still can't play the Fire Servant. Also, too, if I can get him in play, all of a sudden my damage spells are a lot more effective, so... let me do this. Let me do... yeah, let me do this. I'm going to attack first. We're going to attack first, guys. See what he does. You gonna block? All right, he's not blocking. So I'm gonna pump him up 1. Pump him up 1. So 2 goes through. The reason I'm not pumping him up all the way is because then during my second main phase, playing him. So now I've got a 2/2 blocker in play, which means I can block this guy next time he attacks. Or if he attacks this turn. And kill him off as well. All right, Garruk, what do you got here? You gonna swing? What? I'm guessing he has a giant growth. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. I'm gonna block. Let's see. Oh, he pumps up himself too. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. On each, not each other. So he pumps himself up too. So that's 5 right there. All right. Well, now I definitely need to direct damage to get rid of him. Plays the 4/4. All right, guys. Let's think this one out here. Drew into a mana, which is huge, actually. God, I kind of want to get him in play, huh? Could also hold off on playing him. I can Earthquake, but only for 3, which wouldn't be enough to kill that guy. Unless I attack and he blocks it. I could just bait the block. Earthquake for 3, kill everything. I'd lose my creatures too, but I've got stuff to play, you know? And then next turn I could even throw this guy into play. How does that sound, guys? Alright, so I'm going to attack for 1. No, I'm going to attack with the 2/2, because it's going to die anyways. See if I can bait the block, then Earthquake for 3. Next main phase. Alright, let's give this a shot, my friends. There's the attack. Does he block? Yes, he does. So these die. Next main phase, Earthquake for 3. I can Earthquake for 4. Because it costs 1 less? But it's only supposed to cost 1 less colorless. I don't know. I'm gonna Earthquake for as much as I can, because I want to do more damage to him as well. Brings him now down to 10. All right. I am very concerned about this turn. What is he gonna play? Plays a 4/4. Gonna kill off my artifact. Damn it. I can still kill him, but now I lose the ability to play my Fire Servant. I can still kill his creature though. Do it a couple ways. I can actually do this, which I might just do this instead. 4 damage to the creature, 2 damage to him. Let's do that. All right, Garruk's down to 8. Ah, of course he played that, right? Of course he played that. Why wouldn't he? He's got so much in his hand. It's just gonna be more headaches coming through. Primordial Hydra. Yep. Need to get rid of him right away, obviously. Thank you, mana. I can play the Hellhound. I can also kill off his Hydra, which I need to do immediately. Then I could play the Servant and turn after Chandra's Fury, which would end up doing 8 damage to him. I mean, it sounds good. I don't know. Something else could happen between now and then, but let's give this bit a shot here. 3/3, Flame Slash him for 4 damage. All right. So now I'm just trying to buy myself 2 turns. I just need 2 turns. That's it. If I can live through 2 turns, and I'm okay. Plays him. I'm okay with that. I am. Plays, what is this? That sucks. Oh wait, whoa, what? He just traded creatures. Let me just show you what happened. So he played the 4/2. And then he played this. Target creature you control fights another creature. So he forced a fight. He forced an engagement between his 4/2 and my 2/2, which killed off both of them. I'm just a little confused exactly why. Now, could have the win next turn now. 4/3 in play. For red or instant sorcery spell I control would deal damage, it deals double damage instead. So if he stays alive this turn, the next turn I Chandra's Fury for 4, that becomes 8. Got the game. Let's see, guys, let's see. All comes down to what Garruk has this turn right now. He needs a blocker for 1, because he needs to block this guy if I attack with him. Plays this, Trample, Chroma, Power and Toughness equal to the number of forced green mana symbols on the permanents he controls. So that's gonna make him a, this guy's got 6, it's a 6/6 now with Trample. But that's not enough. If this works out the way I think it does, we got the game right here. Why did you just... Chandra's Fury. Should be for 8. Oh! Garruk down. Alright guys, there you go. Garruk down, unlocked another card. How beautiful. Back to the campaign ladder. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You know, I got so many people saying, Forrest, please play the Revenge campaign. And it's kind of short, so I don't mind going through it. I might show one video of Plane Chase. Plane Chase games can be super long and boring. So I'm not really interested in doing a lot of them, but I mean, you can see here, there's only like, it looks like there's only 2, maybe 3 in some of these, but I think there's only about 2 encounters each, and that should be about a video each. So this will just be a few videos, and then I think after that we'll go ahead and hop into the multiplayer. Also, the challenges is something that people expressed interest in me showing them as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, if you like the content, please subscribe, and don't forget to keep watching and keep owning. Huzzah, see you guys later.